Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett, TNA Turning Point, and let's talk about this match. Now, Jeff Hardy had actually, you know the story with Jeff Hardy. He left, he got in trouble after he did that stupid match with Sting, and he went and had a Hardy party, and he got in trouble for all the drugs he had, and he could have gone to jail, but you know he's Jeff Hardy, he's a pro wrestler, he gets away with everything. Anyway, a lot of people were pissed off at him, and they didn't want him to come back to the company. Now, this storyline, I don't know how close to kayfabe this is, how real it is, but the story is that Jeff Hardy had actually came back. He made an apology to TNA saying, you know what, I'm sorry, I messed up, I just need one last chance to prove that I'm not a screw-up and that I can, you know, the fans still cheer me, so let me come back to the company. And according to Jeff Jarrett, and I'm not sure if this is real or speculation, he said that his apology seemed half-hearted, and he seemed like he didn't really care. He felt like he just kind of had to do it so he could get back in the company. Now, whether that's true or not, we don't really know, but Jeff Jarrett did not want him to come back to the company. He is very upset. Kurt Angle was upset with him. He didn't want him to come back, and Jeff Jarrett was basically saying that nobody wants you in the company, nobody likes you, you don't need to be here in TNA. Jeff Hardy came back, fans were cheering him, fans loved that stuff, and basically Jeff Jarrett was saying that the fans were just eating out of the palm of Jeff Hardy's hand. They would believe anything he says. He's not telling the truth. But honestly, I think Jeff Hardy screwed up. He screwed up big time. He did all those drugs. He had his demons or whatever, but now he's trying to get back on track. Now, as far as being a wrestling fan, I could care less what he does in his personal life. I mean, sure, being a drugged-out loser is an idiot move, and it's the dumbest thing you can possibly do. I wouldn't condone it, wouldn't recommend it to anybody that wants to do the amount of drugs that Jeff was doing. And I saw videos of him on YouTube where he sounded like a drugged-out loser. He looked like a drugged-out loser. Him and Matt were like drugged out, and they tased Matt and his girlfriend, and it was just ridiculous. But anyway, back to him coming back to TNA. Quite frankly, he's entertaining. The fans love him, so no reason for him not to be in TNA. If the fans still cheer him, if he's still going to sell merchandise, they'll keep bringing him back. That's all what it really is. I mean, he screwed up so many times in the past, and yeah, he gets a second chance again. This is his last chance, as they want to say. Jeff Hardy's final chance. Will he be able to defeat Jeff Jarrett, or will Jeff Jarrett get the victory? Well, we all know what's going to happen. Jeff Hardy is going to go over Jeff Jarrett. He's going to have his second coming. The Antichrist is dead, and now the Hardy, whatever he's calling himself now, is back. The resurrection of Jeff Hardy, or whatever he's calling it nowadays. But you get this match. You get Jeff Hardy versus Jeff Jarrett. Now, it's not going to be your 5-star match, but it'll have some good points. I think Jeff Jarrett is a good enough wrestler, and Jeff Hardy are good enough wrestlers that they can put on a good match. Now, if Jeff Hardy's clean, if he's not doing any drugs, everything will go out great. Let's hope that he's not going to turn into a Scott Hall or a Jake Roberts or whatever. But at least when Jake Roberts was messed up, he could still perform. I have to give Jake Roberts that. He got messed up on so many levels. He did so much drugs and cocaine and Jack Daniels and all this other stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. But I don't know. He could still perform. Somehow, that man, I don't know. But then, over the years, his body just broke down and stuff like that. And we haven't seen Jeff Hardy's body break down yet, to the point where you can tell that he's drugged out and that he shouldn't be wrestling anymore. I mean, he's gained a little weight, but he still seems to be the same Jeff Hardy. Now, we haven't seen him wrestle since he had that last atrocious match with Sting. Now, is he going to be able to perform on top level? Hopefully, when he's clean and sober, we will see him be the best that he can be. But if he is really clean and sober, that is yet to be told. We really don't know. We have no proof that he's clean and sober. We speculate that he did, since he's saying, I want a second chance. But he has a kid and he has a wife, so he needs to think about his family and not be an idiot. Because being an idiot is what he's being when he left. And now that he's back, is he going to be able to perform at top level? We will have to wait and see. But like I said, TNA's direction with Jeff Hardy's character, he's going to go over Jeff Jarrett. And after he goes over Jeff Jarrett, I could actually see him going to be a push against Bobby Roode, because they need a top face in the company that will go up against the Bobby Roode. Now, are they really going to put the title back on Jeff Hardy and trust him again? Probably. It's TNA. Dixie Carter is way too nice. That's the problem with her. She never sticks up for the wrestling company. She'll just like let people walk all over her. She'll let Kevin Nash leave. She'll let Booker T leave whenever they feel like it. She doesn't even care. She's like, oh yeah, you can go. Doesn't even give them a 90-day no compete clause. She just lets them go. And that's one of the things that annoys me about Dixie Carter. She is too nice. Nah, she's gotta be like a Vince McMahon and just put her foot down once and say, Jeff, you screwed up. You can't come back to the company. But she's too nice. She lets him come back because, quite frankly, he's gonna give merchandise sales and stuff like that. But I don't know. Dixie Carter needs to put her foot down once in a while and, you know, just say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Hey, you can't leave. Hey, blah, 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 blah. But we will have Jeff Hardy going over Jarrett. And in the foreseeable future, we are predicting that Jeff Hardy is going to go against Bobby Roode, or actually probably win the world title. I don't know. TNA likes to do stuff like that. I don't understand TNA, but Impact Wrestling, Jeff Hardy going over Jeff Jarrett. And just to let you know, I do have the rest of my Turning Point predictions up, so go ahead and check all of those out. Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.